Assalamualaikum and good morning. So my name is Khairil Aiman bin Abdul Karim. My matric number is E24B3352. So today I will present about my mini project entitled Otters and their significant role in maintaining healthy freshwater aquatic ecosystem in Perak. So this presentation discuss the ecological importance of otters, their role in maintaining ecosystem balance and the threat they face, and the importance of conservation efforts. So for the next slide, introduction. Otters are semi-aquatic mammals from the family Mustelidae, found in rivers, wetlands, lakes, mangrove and coastal areas. So their adaptation is wet feet, wet waterproof fur, streamlined body dan sensitive whiskers, feed on fish, crabs, mollusks and aquatic organism, and last but not least important to predator in aquatic ecosystem. So otters are semi-aquatic mammals belonging in the family Mustelidae. So they are commonly found in freshwater and coastal habitats such as rivers, wetlands, lakes and mangrove forests. Otters possess several adaptations that help them survive in aquatic environment, including wet feet for swimming, dense waterproof fur for insulation, streamlined bodies for efficient movement, and sensitive whiskers that help detect prey underwater. So their diet is mainly consists of fish, crabs, mollusks, and other small aquatic organisms. So making them important predator in aquatic food chain. So for the next slide, I will talk about background of study. So there are 4 otter species recorded in Malaysia. The first one is Asian small claw otter. Second is smooth-coated otter. Third is hairy-nosed otter. And last is Eurasian otter. Keystone species and bioindicators depend on healthy aquatic ecosystem. And last but not least is present indicates good water quality. So in Malaysia, there are 4 recorded otter species. They are the Asian small claw otter, the smooth coated otter, hairy-nosed otter and Eurasian otter. So otters are considered keystone species because they play a major role in maintaining ecological balance. So they are also recognized as bioindicators since their survival depends on clean water, sufficient food resources and healthy habitats. So therefore the presence of otter often reflects a healthy freshwater ecosystem. So for the next slide is a problem statement. So the first one is water pollution, second is habitat destruction, third is urban development, next is illegal hunting, climate change and low public awareness about otter conservation. So for problem statement is although otters are important for ecosystem health, they face several threats. So this includes water pollution, habitat destruction, urbanization, illegal hunting and climate change. So human activities continue to reduce their suitable habitat and food sources for otters. So in addition, public awareness regarding otter conservation remains relatively low. So if otter population continue to decline, aquatic ecosystem balance may be disrupted and affecting biodiversity and environmental sustainability. So for the next slide is objective. So the general objective is to study the importance of otters in maintaining healthy aquatic ecosystem. So for the specific objective is the first one to identify the role of otters in aquatic food chain. Second is identify threat faced by otters. And third is increase awareness of otter conservation. So for the objective is the general objective of this study is to understand the importance of otters in maintaining balance and healthy aquatic ecosystem. So the specific objective first is to identify the role of otters in aquatic ecosystem and food chains. Second is to identify threats such as pollution, habitat destruction and human activities. So the third one is to increase public awareness about otters conservation and environmental sustainability. So for the next slide is scope of study. So this scope of study will focus on rivers, wetland, lakes, mangrove and coastal habitats. So this study aspect is food chain balance, biodiversity, ecosystem health, and conservation issues. So for scope of study, this focus on otters living in aquatic ecosystems such as rivers, wetlands, lakes, mangrove, and coastal habitats. So the study examine how otters contribute to food chain balance, biodiversity conservation, and ecosystem health. So it also investigates threats affecting other otter survival and highlight the importance of conservation effort in Malaysia. So for the next slide is significance of the study. So the first one is to regulate prey population. Second is to maintain food chain balance. The third one is to support biodiversity. Fourth is indicate ecosystem health. Last but not least is to promote environmental sustainability. So for the significance of the study is important because it demonstrates how otters contribute to the ecosystem stability. So as predators, otters regulate population of fish, crabs, and other aquatic organisms. So they help maintain biodiversity and food web balance. So because otters are sensitive to environmental changes, they also serve as indicators of ecosystem health. So the findings can support conservation effort and environmental management strategies. So for literature review, the research finding is otters are vulnerable to habitat loss and pollution. Second is otters function as bioindicators. Third is otters influence trophic cascade. And last but not least is conservation improve ecosystem stability. So the literature review is a previous study showed that human activities such as pollution, habitat fragmentation, and hunting are major causes of the otter population decline. So researchers have identified otters as effective bioindicators because they depend on clean water and healthy habitats. So studies also show that otters contribute to trophic cascade, where their predation influences the structure and health of the ecosystem. So therefore, protecting otters also protect the entire aquatic ecosystem. For the next slide, materials and method. So for the materials, we have laptop or computer. Second is scientific journal. Third one is conservation reports. Fourth is online databases, and last but not least is Google site. So for the method, there are secondary data collection, literature review, document analysis, and online research. So this study was conducted using secondary data collection. So the material used included scientific journals, online database, conservation reports, books, and internet resources. So the study adopted a qualitative research approach involving document analysis and online research. So information was collected from scientific articles, environmental reports, and trusted conservation websites such as WWF and IUCN. So next is study area and data collection. So for the study area is Pusat Eco Pelajaran Hutan Paya Laut Matang Kuala Sepetang Perak. The data collection is direct sighting, footprints, feeding remain, and water quality measurement. So the study area selected was Pusat Eco Pelajaran Hutan Paya Laut Matang in Kuala Sepetang Perak, and data collection involved observing evidence of otter presence such as footprints, sprains, feeding remains, dens, and direct sighting. So environmental parameters including pH, temperature, dissolved oxygen, turbidity, and habitat characteristic were also recorded. So for the next slide is role of otters in ecosystem. The first one is to control prey population. Second is prevent ecosystem imbalance. Third is maintain biodiversity, support healthy food web, and serve as bioindicators. So otters play a vital role in maintaining aquatic ecosystem health. So by controlling the population of fish, crab, and aquatic invertebrate, they prevent overpopulation and maintain ecological balance. So their presence help support the biodiversity and healthy food web. Because they require clean water and abundant prey, otters also serve as excellent indicators of ecosystem quality. So for the next slide, I will talk about the threat to otters. So major threats is water pollution, habitat loss, deforestation, urbanization, illegal hunting and climate change. So several factors threaten otters population. So water population reduce prey availability and degrades habitat. So habitat destruction caused by deforestation and urban development decrease the suitable living area. So illegal hunting and climate change further threaten their survival. So this pressure can significantly reduce otter population and negatively affect aquatic ecosystem. So for the next slide is conservation measures. So there are habitat protection, pollution control, wildlife law enforcement, public awareness programs and long-term monitoring. So to protect otter populations, several conservation measures are necessary. So this include protecting and restoring habitats, reducing water pollution, strengthening wildlife protection laws and increasing public awareness. So long-term monitoring programs are also important for tracking population trends and ecosystem health. So next slide we have the research budget. So this slide shows the estimated budget required to conduct the study on otters and their role in maintaining healthy freshwater aquatic ecosystem in Perak. So the largest allocation is RM150 for a motion sensor camera trap, which is important for monitoring otter activity without disturbing the animals. So camera traps can capture image and videos of otters in their natural habitat, especially during times when direct observation is difficult. So next is RM80 is allocated for binoculars, which are used during field observation to monitor the otters' behavior and habitat use from a safe distance. For sample collection, plastic sample bags are budget at RM15. So they are used for collecting otter spray and feces, which can provide valuable information about diet and habitat use. So to ensure safety hygiene during fieldwork, gloves and face masks are included at cost of RM20. So next, the portable water quality test kit is estimated at RM100. So this equipment is used to measure important environmental parameters such as pH, dissolved oxygen and turbidity. So the transportation to the study site is estimated at RM120. An allocation of RM40 is provided for lab glassware and petri dish usage. Additionally, RM30 is allocated for identification guides and ecological maps to assist in species identification and habitat assessment. So another RM30 is budget for printing and photocopy. And finally, RM40 is reserved for miscellaneous expenses to cover any unexpected costs during the study. So overall, the total estimated budget for this project is RM625, which is considered reasonable for conducting field observation, environmental assessment and data collection related to otter ecology and freshwater ecosystem health. For the next slide is a Gantt chart and milestone. So the project will be complete within 9 weeks. So week 1 and week 2 we will focus on proposal preparation and literature review. Week 3 to 5 involve field sampling. So week 6 will be focused on species identification. Week 6 and 7 involve data analysis, and week 7 to week 9 are allocated for report writing and final compilation. So for the milestone is to help ensure that all activities are complete according to the schedule. So for the conclusion is otters are essential for healthy aquatic ecosystem. They regulate food chains and biodiversity, so they act as bioindicators of ecosystem health. And last but not least is conservation is crucial for sustainability. So in conclusion, otters play a significant role in maintaining a healthy freshwater aquatic ecosystem. So they regulate prey population, support the biodiversity and help maintain food chain balance. So their presence actually reflect healthy environmental condition, making them valuable bioindicators. So therefore, conserving otters and their habitat is essential to ensure environmental sustainability and ecosystem health for future generation. So that's all from me. Thank you. These are the references that I've been using for my Google site and my presentation.